Making your own horror films is absolutely possible, and I'm here with part one of analyzing the low-budget found footage films that inspired me to make my own, Ghosted. Number one is, of course, Paranormal Activity. Any found footage filmmaker cannot underestimate or try to deny the impact this film had on the found footage genre. The biggest inspiration Paranormal Activity provided me was the fact that the filmmaker who directed and wrote the movie, Orton Pelly, had absolutely no prior filmmaking experience and no formal training, much like I. Another inspiration I took from Paranormal Activity is the fact that there was no real script. The actors were just given situations and outlines and told to improvise their lines and actions. And even though Ghosted did have a script, I made it clear to my actors they can use it as an outline for more natural dialogue. Paranormal Activity only took 7 days to film. Now, when you're running a low budget production, you do not have many days to film. Time is money, and getting all that done in 7 days is quite the feat. The best advice I can provide filmmakers on a very low budget is make sure you know exactly what needs to be filmed when and exactly how you're going to get it done, with no room for error. One of the best parts about Paranormal Activity is the fact that it only cost the filmmaker $15,000 to make. $15,000 might sound like a lot if you're starting your filmmaking journey, but I think that's something reasonable to save up for, something you can definitely fund yourself and not have to worry about people pitching in or asking for money. Locations are very expensive. I fully copied the fact that Paranormal Activity, the filmmaker filmed in his own home entirely, one location, his own home. I did the same exact thing. I don't have to pay myself. Something else that's very expensive in horror movie is visual effects and even gore, things like that. So what Paranormal Activity did very well is rely pretty much solely on suspense over any visual effects at all. Suspense is free. Something that I think is vastly overlooked in making a scary film is people who aren't scared of horror films aren't very good at making scary films. The director of Paranormal Activity right here, he admitted he's very scared of scary movies, and I think that helps a lot when you're making one. You know what people are afraid of. I still am very, very scared of horror movies, even though it's virtually all I watched for the past 25 years.